Hello, my name's Lauriston Muirhead, and my wife and I and daughter have lived out here at Tabletop for well over a decade. We love it out here. It's beautiful and green, lovely flowers at the moment, but we know that in a few months we will have potential fire weather. It'll be dry as a tack, 40 degrees. We've got north up that way, and the most likely direction the fire will come is from the north. Could come from anywhere, but our main protection we want is from the north. We all know that the world is warming through climate change, human-induced climate change, and we want to be resilient to the effects that that can create. We want to prepare for that. We want to stop climate change, but we also know that there's a certain amount of warming in the system already. We've made some appropriate preparations. We can't expect a fire truck to be driving up the drive, and I think it's the responsibility of all landholders to be either ready to leave early or prepare extremely well early in the year. So now's a great time to be tidying up, getting the wood off the veranda, getting your pumps, your water supplies, all good. Depending on your budget, there's a few elements to be resilient and independent and ready to protect yourself. That can be buckets on the veranda with a mop. That was the old way of doing it. Still very effective for those embers. We all know about the ember attacks. You can see them on YouTube from the unfortunate people last year who were caught up in them. I think there are 2 or 3 very important things to prepare for if you can. If you can't, you need to leave early. 2 things happen when a big fire's on. The water pressure drops. We're on town water here, but the water pressure will drop because everybody will turn their hose on. Everybody in Tabletop will turn their hose on. You will only get a dribble out of the hose. So very important to try and have enough tanks for at least a few hours of spraying or hosing, whatever you want to hose. The other thing is that often the power goes off. Either fires are started by power lines crashing and the power goes off, which happened last year, just to the west of us here, and we were getting ready. Or obviously the fire burns through the poles fall down, and you've got no power. So independent pumps, so nowadays that's usually petrol pumps, and independent water supply. And I think if you're really out in the bush, we've gone a bit over the top. We've got a place of last resort, but as I said, you can't expect the fire truck to be driving up the drive, or several of them. So a place of last resort, just in case your house starts going up. A little bunker of some description. So again, this is the ideal time in what I call the cool light of spring, to be preparing for that really difficult 2 or 3 months, as we know the fire seasons are getting longer. So you don't want to be thinking about it at Christmas time when you can smell smoke in the air, or even worse, see flames on the horizon. You can do a little bit or a lot. You just need to plan. And if you're not sure what to do, have a talk to your fire services and go onto those resources that are very easy to find from the different fire services around Australia.